Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Finch Show. Well, it's always a Miss Finch Show because I'm here. But it's League Wide Wednesdays, ladies and gentlemen, with myself, Miss Finch, and my co-host, Mr. Color Commentary. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you for your patience too. We just need to have a little meeting part two. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Fred, welcome, Fred. How you doing? What up? Thank you, sir, for coming through. Appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Raphael, welcome. Thank you so much for coming through. Hit that like button for me, guys. Hit the like button. Let everybody else know. Um, that we are live. I appreciate all of you guys. Color, my friend, talk to me. How you doing, sir? How's your evening?
I am excellent, Miss Phins. How about yourself?
Still alive, still kicking.
Whole bunch of slobber knockers coming up this week.
Oh God, man, this these last 2 weeks of the season. Holy camole! This is gonna be an interesting one. um. But let's start out with, as always, guys, hit that like button for us. Go ahead and hit the like button, guys. Let everybody else know that we are live. As always, to public service announcement. Let's go ahead and keep it clean, ladies and gentlemen. Be kind to each other. Debate each other. I love debates. I was in the Big Cliff for about a week, and then I just, yeah, it was a lot. It was real intense. and then, anyway, and then but be kind to each other. You can say this take is horrible, versus the person is horrible. So there you go. Uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you so much for coming through. And again, appreciate all of you guys. As always, you
Yep.
can find Miss Fans regularly Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern time ish. Look, it's the holidays, people. Okay, so if I sleep in, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Uh, that's all we did on Christmas Day and yesterday. So, wait, was it this morning? Or yes? No, it was this morning. So I appreciate all of you guys for your patience, but you can still find us 8 a.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday. Okay, if you'd like to become a member, go ahead and hit the join button. If you're an Apple user, Apple user, hit the link in the description. It'll allow you to go and actually join through there, or you can join via what's that thingy called? A computer. There you go. And shout out to all our members. Thank you so much to all the members, man. You guys, literally, you keep the light on for us. So thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. And as I always like to say, ladies and gentlemen, we win together, we lose together. Dolphins for life. So thank you, coming out, color. How's everybody doing? Oh, we got
Yeah.
Frederick, Raphael, we got Jeremiah. Hello there, Miss Fizz. Hoping that you and Color are well and good. Smash the like button on the
Yeah,
way in.
likewise. Hope
Let's
everybody's having a great
go.
holiday in between last week and this week. New Year's coming up. Hope everybody be safe and have a great new year. And that's everybody in chat currently. And I do mean everybody. I hope the best for you.
Exactly. Everybody in chat, everybody listening, because I know a lot of people they can listen, but they can't actually like talk. What's up? Things keep boy. What a boy. I'm sorry, just I saw it on a video and I really wanted to say it like that. So but yeah, no, thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you, everybody. Color, let's do that. Be more than happy to go. Oh, oh God, you guys are too much. I'm telling you, boys.
Yeah, yeah. It was a little fiasco a little earlier on today. It was fun to watch,
See, I'm telling you,
as always.
this is. I will say this, you gentlemen, and I'm gonna use the word gentlemen. You guys are worse than women and like so soap opery. That's all I gotta say. At times I'm like, this seems like a soap opera. like I gotta click off and like I can't. I gotta go back to work.
Sophomoric, maybe?
Like high schoolish, yeah, but that's life in general. I realized after school that life is high school all over again. You have your popular kids at work, you got your principal, your boss, you got the assistant principal, the team leads, or whatever. You got all the other, the
All do
fun
the same thing to each other. Stop lying.
thing over and over again.
Just because you
Life
all
is
just
high
because you
school
all
all
go to the
over again.
bathroom with each other and discuss it all there, doesn't mean you all go after each other the same way, don't
Us
lie.
ladies, no, we're worse. See, you guys fight it out. You guys brawling, whatever. We don't brawl.
See,
We cut deep. We are
that's what we
worse.
actually
We
think
do
you all are doing
cycle.
when you congregate in the bathroom. We think there's some kinda, like, brawl going on.
Oh, not even. No, I mean there will be some here and there. Not really.
That's why
It's
y'all have to
mostly
bring your makeup and your hair stuff because you gotta, like,
no,
fix yourselves back up after you shiv each other.
no, no. See, we cut emotionally. That's what we do. We cut
Exactly, and
emotionally.
then all that mascara runs down your eyes and all that. You gotta fix all that up.
Yeah, we don't. We don't.
It's like y'all
We don't.
fight and then you have a big makeup session afterwards. Like, and I don't mean makeup like making up. I mean like
Yeah.
makeup like you do each other's makeup over again.
Not at all. Trust me, we're catty and we don't care about nobody and we're vicious. And I almost want to say I don't want to say we because I don't really put myself in that cuz it's just not in my nature to do it. So I don't for me it's like I've never done that really if I'm going to be honest with you. But I know people, I know women and women love to cut deep psychologically. That's why you guys sometimes lose to us because you know, w- we're battling here and we destroy and leave nobodies behind. It's really bad, but we shouldn't do that. Let's be a little bit more positive. What's up, Cat for Life? Welcome. How you doing, buddy? Dolphinier, welcome, welcome. Appreciate that. Look at Cap. Drama's my middle name. Get the heck out of here. I can't. What's up, Liz? Good flipping. Fins flipping evening, everybody. Miss Fins and good flipping Flins win. Right?
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
what a win.
That was the most fantastic game I've experienced at Hard
They
Rock
argue women
since
can't
the
fight
90s.
to the death. Oh, you mean cat fights to the death. I'm like, women can definitely fight to but yeah, absolute cat fight. It's just more mental. It's really annoying. Oh, I can't. Is That's why I don't even bother. I'm like, just don't. I'd rather
We
see.
used to call that bewitching.
Oh, well, I put a spell on you. No, not
That's
really.
right.
Like this.
Y'all destroy with your minds. You just like think people to death.
Jedi mind tricks. These aren't the girls you are looking for. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, League Wide Wednesday. As always, we never talk about what we're supposed to talk about, which is the actual games,
Yeah,
schedules,
I
and
thought you had
scores.
somewhere
We're
to
gonna
be
run
after
through
this
this
show.
stuff. Yes, I do have something. I do, and
Oh, and
this is
thank you
why I'm
very much
frustrated on myself
for the
because
shirt.
I do
It
this to
was well received,
myself.
by the way.
You liked it? I'm
I did.
glad you enjoyed it. I
Thank you very much.
figured you would. It's super
Unfortunately, I
cool,
will not
right?
be.
It's
I have to
oh
apologize to anybody that I might be hanging with for the Buffalo game because I am not washing my Tua shirt uh, until we lose. So if we're you know at 12 wins when we go into the Buffalo game, I might be a little ripe. Just saying, because I'm still going to be wearing that same Tua shirt. I
well,
ain't
I
touching
hope you
that
like
Tua shirt.
air it
That
out or
that Tua
something.
shirt is two. That
Put it
Tua
in the
shirt is
sun or
2-0,
something.
Miss Fins.
Yeah, but put it in the sun or something, dude.
Yeah, that's a
Like
good
you're
idea.
gonna watch it,
That's a
but
good
put it in the
idea.
sun.
Hang
The
it in the
sun
sun, let it naturally
will
clean,
burn it
right?
off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, sure. Yeah.
exactly. Thank you.
Like they used to do
Inside out
back
too.
before everybody had to use chemicals that kill us, you know?
Exactly. What
Oh,
up, Ray?
another little known
Welcome,
fact,
welcome.
UVC light kills viruses.
Yeah.
So you'd be
Well, what
disinfecting
do
it
you
too.
think the sun does? Exactly. so, so go do that, color, for the sake of all humanity. Uh, but sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we've got week 16. Well, technically week 17. Wait, what the? No, week 16. That's what I'm talking about. It's week 16. Saints Ram. We both went Ram. Thank God we were right, because I couldn't have dealt with a loss there. Then I went Steelers. You went Steelers. Holy smokes, we both got Steelers. But we both thought it was going to be a closer game than it was. A
Yeah,
blowout.
remember that was in honor of
Ooh.
the brother Phins.
Oh, that's right. Your motto. Exactly. Then it was Bills Chargers. I'm so mad that I won this. I'm mad. I'm mad I won this. You know what I mean? I'm mad I won this. So I wanted the Chargers to win, man. 24-22. They had such an opportunity, man. Such an opportunity. Then we get Colts, Falcons, Colts. I'm just done. They're garbage. They are. Then Seahawks, Titans. I went Sea Chickens. You went Titans. Holy smokes, though! But we both, because you copied my score, we both got Titans points. We both said 35-17. You said Titans. I guess technically I got the Titans score. And I said Seahawks. Um 17 points, man. Let's go. We will beat the Ravens. Yes, we will, Joe. Uh, be kind, Rafi. Let's keep all that away from here. Let's just enjoy ourselves and talk about us. Okay, remember where we are. This is your home. Fun here. Make fun of us, because I make fun of me all the time. So there you go. Then we got Lions, Vikings, Lions again. Oh, Smokerooskies. Color, you it's been a little rough for you, sir.
Yeah, I know. What was I thinking? Oh, that's right. Detroit hasn't proven anything either. So I called an upset. How
You
dare
did
I?
call it up that you. How
Oh,
dare you?
by the way, Mr. Cowherd, I'm still waiting on your take about the Detroit Lions. I'm hoping you're going to be as fair to them as you were to the Miami Dolphins.
But this might be a little
Don't
controversial, but
but
I'm
you know me, I brought up the Lions for a particular
no,
reason.
no,
I didn't bring
no.
up the
We're not going.
Chiefs. I didn't bring up
No.
the 49ers. I didn't bring all these teams
Yeah,
that
I
have
know you
won
were going
something recently. I brought up the Detroit Lions, who in their past 30 years of history have an 0-16 season. Yet for some reason, all the respect in the world for what they're doing right now. So I don't
to.
need it. I don't need Cowherd to respect the Miami Dolphins. I just simply will be awaiting his fair take on the Detroit Lions and how much they have to prove.
Uh, you all right there, color, sir?
Sorry, just had to get that out.
Clearly, it's okay. Therapy session, guys. Get it out, people. Get it out. I want another dub versus the Ravens. Amen.
I don't need
Lamar
no
Jackson in the first 76 games. Look, I read this and I was like, holy smokes. 57-19. Only one other quarterback has done that in the first 76 games in their career. Can we guess who that quarterback is, ladies and gentlemen?
marriage, you know.
Yeah.
Danny Constantine Marino.
Yeah. Like it actually wasn't him. It was Tom Brady. But
Thomas
I
Jefferson Brady. I don't know if that's his
that's
middle
it.
name.
Oh,
I'm
I was
just
like,
kidding.
that would be his name. Now I have to know what Tom Brady's middle name is.
But no, I don't need any validation from Coward. That's not what that's
Edward.
about. It's
He's got
simply,
two middle names. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
oh, jeez.
Wow. Okay. Hmm. John Edward Thomas Moynihan. Okay.
Christopher
I guess.
Aloysius the Third Greer.
Why? 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 It's just why.
That's what Nene calls him.
I know. I know. That's.
He puts the third after Aloysius. He's like Christopher Aloysius the Third Greer.
But is that his real name? Because I feel like the way she
No, I
said it, I'm
don't
like
think
that
so.
has to be his. What? So we got Utah fan live from Twitter.
It'd be kind of funny if it was Christopher Allen Greer.
See, now I gotta literally like
I'm looking already.
Christopher Greer. I don't know why that was such a letdown. Like, yeah, that's his name, Christopher Greer. Really, he doesn't have a middle name?
No? What a nerd.
No,
Who doesn't have
that's
a
weird.
middle name?
Yeah, I've got like six last names, but I got a middle name.
I mean, heck, Romans have like 5 middle names.
What's up, Mr. They used to be shy, but now look at me. Hey, man, you have blossomed, Liz. I'm happy for you. Who's inactive for the Ravens game? They don't have inactives right now, bro. But they will. They do have players that show up in the injury report that came out today. I saw it. Did I tag it? I feel like I did. Let me see here. What up, PM in the building? How you doing, sir? Someone must have said EM 3 times. I think that's what happened. I'm just, EM, EM, EM. I love it. But let's continue. Oh, which by the way, I want to talk about that Colin Cowherd thingy too. I want to talk about Colin Cowherd because I watched the whole thing twice, and I have my own opinion on it. And I wanna hear you guys' opinion on it. So let me give
I
y'all
need
at
to
least for today
I
because
need
I
to
do
make
have
a personal correction, Miss Fins. I thought Bobby Greer, Christopher Greer's father, was still
one.
working as the head scout with New England. He hasn't been with them since 2000, right? But guess
Look at that.
where Bobby Greer is working right now? Christopher Greer's father.
49ers.
From 2017 to the present,
Don't tell
he
me.
has been working as
I
a
was kidding. Did I
consultant.
get it right?
He, he has been working as a consultant since 2017 until now
Did I get it right for real?
for the Miami Dolphins. He has been acting as an
Hey.
official consultant to the Miami Dolphins since 2017, Christopher Greer's father. So, yes, Chris Greer does phone his father for player personnel advice. Bet that. Or for scouting advice. Considering it's
Jeez.
an
That's
official job title for Bobby Greer since 2017 to the present. It doesn't say
I'll take
to
that.
2023. It says to the present. Bobby Greer.
So he's
So
still
yeah,
constant.
New England is
Okay.
all over our building. He was working with the
Oh,
Texans before he came to us.
well, that is what it is. Wait, he was working with the Texas before he was
Yes,
working with
he was uh
Watson.
senior
Watson.
personnel advisor. He was senior personnel advisor from 2012 to 2016 with the Houston Texans. Associate director of pro scouting with the Texans from 2000 to 2012. Vice
Is
president
it
of player
Daddy?
personnel with New England from 97 to 2000. Director of player personnel, director of pro. So he was with New England from 1982 to 2000. Wait a minute. Yeah, since 1982, he was with the New England
Oof.
Patriots to 2000. Then he went to the Texans until 2016 and then became a consultant for the Miami Dolphins in 2017 to the present.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Interesting. But I like it the way Nene says it anyway, so I'm gonna stick to that
Not
being
gonna
a
lie, I
regular.
think we're gonna win the Super Bowl, Miss Vince. Not gonna lie, just saying.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I've said that since this off season, but who am I? Who am I?
Anyway, back to the show.
Back to
I had to
back to
correct
our
myself
regular
because I thought I just had to correct myself because I thought he had still been with New England this whole time,
back to our
and I
regularly
was wrong.
scheduled broadcasting, ladies and gentlemen. Uh Seahawks Titans. Like I said, I got it right. I got the sea chickens. I also called the Lions. Uh Man, yo, they're 11-4. Like, congratulations to the Lions on clinching that playoff berth. I'm so proud of them.
Sure, and
And
I
I
would
told you
give
this
them a
2
fair
years
take
ago.
too. I would
2
give them
years
a
ago,
fair
and I
take too. The
called
same take
it.
I'd give with the Miami Dolphins, and I'm just wondering if Cowherd would do the same.
Well, if he hasn't done it, then we know our answer. Then we got Commanders Jets. What the bleep? They're just coming in hot. Like, they got playoff aspirations.
I know, right?
Yeah, we both picked the Commanders. We both lost. But on another note, they just lowered themselves in the tankathon. So hey, still a win for us, you know.
Hmm.
Then Packers at Panthers, not surprised. Actually, I am very surprised that Packers barely survived the 2-win Carolina Panthers. The can't even fill one full section in their stadium. Carolina Panthers.
What was the score on that? The score
33
prediction?
to 30.
No, I mean the predictions.
Oh, I picked the Packers, so did you. I had 19 to 10, you had 28 to 15. So we both missed the
All right.
mark, period. Yeah, it was not even close. But yeah, I'm like, what's up? Ray Finkel, yes, I figured it out. So stop it. Don't bring that back. That'll be 6 hours of me having to rework that, and I just don't want to. I don't got the strength. I don't. What's up, Animus? Welcome, buddy.
What's
Then
up,
we got
Adam?
Browns at Texas. Man, Joe Flacco, he's doing his thing. And I'm not gonna lie,
Hmm.
Amari Cooper got me over 55 points. Single-handedly won me my fantasy. Ah, thank you, Amari Cooper. Holy camole, man. That
What
36-22
percentage do you charge for sponsorship? Like, if I sponsor you with my betting money, how much do you take?
win. I don't even know how that works.
You just got a natural ability. Not gonna lie.
You know, Because I'm a football fan, so I like to know what the other teams are. I don't
I
delete
mean,
my
you're
watching this. You
running
can
like
only
90 something percent on the season with the
I
Pickems.
am.
Like,
Yeah, I think it's
geez.
like 97% or 98%. I'm calling the right games. So it's you're always gonna have down weeks, but it's this one was okay. I missed five games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 5 I went this week. So it's not bad. Not bad of a week. You went not 11 and 5. Uh
Now, I did make a
so
couple different picks on the actual pick'em for ESPN on your pick'em, so I did go 8-8 on the actual site, but
okay.
still
Well, here
not
you
good.
went 6 and 10.
Still holding my 74% average. It's like, which is good. That's the thing. If you took 74% to any network and you had the college degree and all that to go with it, they would be like, "We want you to be a sportscaster," because even like network and like all these guys, all these talking heads, the best they can expect is like 60% on their picks. I mean, if you're running
Really?
75%,
Wait,
that's actually pretty good professionally speaking. And there's people out
wow.
there that have
So what
never
is
never even don't even know anything about the sport running 98%. You know what I mean? Not you. I'm just saying,
what
like,
is yeah? What does 97% mean then? Nothing
that
is like
means
I'm
that
at
you've gotten
84.9.
97% of your picks right.
Mm,
That's what I thought it would
hey,
mean.
Dolphineers good too. Dolphineers really good too,
Or
man.
you've
That's awesome.
gotten
Yes,
97% of
Raphael,
the
I've seen
possible
13
points.
Warrior. That's a good movie with um, yeah. Hey, I mean, I like football. It's all about matchups. When you know the teams, it's all about matchups, man. Not every
Yeah,
team will beat every
Dolphineer
team. You
started
will
to
always
pull
have your
away from
six.
me. Him and I've been tied like all year, but he started to pull away from me.
I'm so annoyed, man, right now. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I have to say, man, Adam is at 92.4. What the heck am I
Ah,
for real?
geez, see?
Side note, guys, we'll be back to the games in a
I
second
mean,
here.
Adam don't know nothing
That's
about football.
insane,
How's
though.
he running to 92.4%? Just kidding, Adam.
Adam, don't listen to him. Yes, you do. I've personally met you. I know this for a
I'm kidding. I've
fact.
met Adam too. He's a cool cat. Just kidding with him. I knew I could get away with that one.
He's funny, man. That's a really nice human being. So I appreciate that.
Maybe a
Look at
Dolphineer.
this.
Yeah, I
Color,
met
do
it's
it
a
with
good
Miss
idea,
Fins. Please
Raphael.
bet
That's
him.
what I'm saying. I need a
Hook
sponsor.
her up
You
with
play any
Dom.
poker, Miss Fins?
No, I don't actually play poker. I mean, I
You
could.
might want to
I
learn that
guess I could
game.
play, but nothing competitive. Anything. I learned to go
You're
against color
precisely the
strips.
type of person that would like
Stop.
clean everybody out at a poker table because
How? If I haven't
they
really like
wouldn't see
played
you
like
because they wouldn't see you coming, Miss Fins. You know how powerful a weapon that is at the poker table, where people just underestimate you based on like lots of things. Like somebody sits, like you could totally own the poker table. I'm just saying, if you learn the game and the ins and outs, like oh, you'd be a millionaire. You'd be one of those ones they show on the poker
ugh,
shows all the
I
time. You'd be a
also
regular. You know who else is a regular on them shows?
the
Uh,
WSOP.
what's her name? Or just in general, the lady that played Bride of Chucky. What's her name? She's like an expert. She's a professional poker player
Oh, I
too.
don't know.
Jennifer Tilly. Yeah, you wouldn't think Jennifer
Jennifer
Tilly
Tilly.
is a professional poker player and does really well. The one with the really high
Oh,
pitched
oh
voice.
my God, I love her. I love her. I already saw her.
Yeah,
I
she's a
already.
pro poker player. You didn't know that?
Oh my God, I
Like
love her.
she
Oh my
high
God, and her
stakes,
birthday's the day after
like
my
Casino
birthday. Thank you.
Royale
Stop
high
saying
stakes
that.
poker.
Really?
and she's good. She's like, you know, one of the better ones in the world.
Oh
Not
man,
gonna
I
lie.
love her. She's hilarious. She's hilarious. No, I like her. She's really
Uh,
good.
a lot of the celebs that kind of stopped doing movies, a lot of them play poker.
Adamant's actress cast.
There's a lot of
Really?
like
Just to like
B-list
have
celebs
for
that
fun?
play poker. You know, like the higher end of B-list celebs, a lot of them play poker. You'd be surprised.
Really? Oh, I did watch the movie Molly's Game. That was a good
Hmm.
movie with Jessica,
Oh, I haven't
Jessica
seen that one yet.
Chastain.
That sounds good.
Holy smokes!
Who's it
I'm
with?
not even gonna say
Jessica
nothing. Just like
Chastain?
watch
Yeah.
Jessica Chastain. I was on this Jessica Chastain bender like last year or the year before. I had to watch every movie she ever made for some reason, and I was like obsessed. But this is the weird part. I've already seen all those movies, but for some reason, in that little
Didn't
like
y- she
month,
didn't
I
hit you
had to
hard the
binge.
first go around, right?
I was like, I had to binge them all in that 1 month, and I'm like, why do I
Yeah.
need to binge them? But I'm binging them.
That's how it
I don't
was
know. I
for
just really wanted to see her.
after I saw
Yep.
Gangs in New York and There Will Be Blood, I was like, wow, this Daniel Day-Lewis guy. And I just like binged watched a bunch of his movies. Turns out I had
Lincoln,
seen a couple of them,
Lincoln.
like Last of the Mohicans and The Crucible, and I'm like,
Yes, yes.
oh,
Which
this
is so
guy,
funny.
no
It's
kidding.
like one movie will remind you of all these other movies. It's like, okay, now I gotta watch them all. So,
And
and
because the
we
guy
have a
is a
movie in my
straight
house, so
chameleon,
we watch
y-
movies all the time.
yeah, and because the guy's a straight chameleon, you just didn't remember he was in those movies. You know, it's like he goes from Natty Bumpo in Last of the Mohicans to the butcher in Gangs of New York. Like, how do you do that as an
Nothing
actor? That says it's
intense.
so
Nothing
good.
intense. Yeah. Man, right now I'm running at a 92.4
I mean,
percentage
when he
on
did Last of the
my movie.
Mohicans, he was like a Mel Gibson type, long hair. You know what I mean? Like that kind of type. And then you fast forward to his recent movies, it's like, wow, that's good stuff. I really appreciate Daniel Day Lewis.
It's good. What's up, Manolo? Yeah, I told you, Lincoln. Great movie. Good evening.
I haven't
Guy
even
next to
seen
you.
it
Look
yet.
at what? Wait, a guy won $500,000 on playing poker? Really? Oh, cool. Ray Finkel said, I watched a YouTube video today on the 25 QBs that have started games since Marino left. Everyone should watch it to see the bad luck and poor choices made in the last 23 years. Sir, I feel like I lived
We've lived it.
the
Yeah, I was gonna
football. First
say
of all, the first
we're
the
not
first
spring
few
chickens
years,
here. We
I
lived it.
wasn't paying attention. I'm like, I wasn't paying attention really because, again, I didn't really care about football like that. But I went back and watched it. So I feel like I lived it. But I'm sure it was pretty good. I'm sure I got to look at it for sure. So
That's
thank you,
like
brother. I
gathering a
appreciate
bunch
it.
of news
Tell me
clippings
about it.
up and saying, "Here, check these out." Yeah,
Seriously.
but
Then we got the Browns and
you're right.
Texans
You're right,
people.
Finkel. You're definitely
Joe
right.
Flacco.
If
Joe
anybody didn't
Flacco,
live it,
man. Look at him
if
doing
you're
his
too
thing.
young to have lived it, it is definitely a good exercise to go watch that stuff.
Yeah,
You'll see
maybe
where
you can
we're at.
appreciate what it is that you have. Wait. Oh, so
Oh
wait.
yeah,
Raphael said it wasn't poker. It was a $5 bet on a 6 or 14 parlay.
wow.
Is that even a real thing?
Well, Hard Rock lets you do like ridiculous parlays, like yeah, like way over.
Really?
You can
And then
do
you win
over
like a
10, I
bunch
think.
of.
Yeah, it's all a bunch of picks in it, and they all have to hit. If one of them
Those are heads in
misses,
the pocket.
then the whole thing is busted. But because it's
And
like
if they
that,
all
the
do,
odd, but because it's like that, the risk reward is really high. $5, like you said, one of them 5,000 or whatever it was, or 50,000. What did he say? 500. What did he say?
500K.
500K. Wow,
500K.
low
For
risk, high reward,
$5?
but very hard to do.
Well, it depends on, what you can do with them. $5 might not be low risk
Well,
for
it's
some
kinda
people.
like these Pickems, Miss
You.
Phins. If you went 16-0 last week in your Pickems, that's what it would be the same thing as. It's
Oh,
possible, and you do methodically go through each of your picks but you're not gonna hit all 16 of them. I mean, it's just
yeah, that's
so
hard, bro.
rare.
So my best week is still 11-5.
Right.
No,
See, there you
lying.
go.
12
Now
and
you would
2.
wanna do
12
now
and
you would
2.
want right, now 12
I
and
went
2. So
12
you
and
would wanna
2.
the most you would wanna do is a 12-leg parlay since you beat those odds. You got 12 of them right. So do a 12-leg parlay.
Dang, that was week 5. 12 and 2. Smoke 'ems. Uh,
You know, I got one time I hit 5 out of 6 on on a Florida Lotto, and, it was for
don't
a
you still
very
win like
small
20
amount
bucks
of
or something
money.
like that?
It was 3,000, for hitting 5 out of 6. But the jackpot was 7,000,000, but it was a low week. It had just reset. So, like, it was a real shame because I'm thinking when I hit 5 out of 6, I'm thinking, "Oh my gosh, it's gonna be at least 50,000," you know what I mean? Nope, 3,300 I got. So but
But
anyway,
but out of but in the taxes, how much do they take?
so the jackpot was a little more. I cleared 3,300 after taxes and all that. I
Okay.
cleared
Okay, got
3,300,
it. There you go.
right?
There you go.
So anyway, so I thought, I just hit 5 out of 6 on the Florida Lotto, right? And I looked up the odds and I compared it to the odds for Fantasy 5 and I'm like, "Oh, it's easier to hit 5 out of 5 than it is 5 out of 6 on the Lotto." So I never played the Lotto again. I only play Fantasy 5 because I've already beat those odds. Why wouldn't I play Fantasy 5 if I've already beat those odds? I know I can't beat them again. I'm just
Mm.
saying that, logically speaking, why would I continue to play Lotto if I hit the best I'm ever going to hit on Lotto in a billion years or whatever it is?
Yeah, that's
And the
I
odds were
don't really
harder.
do
So
that.
whenever I happen to throw some money down on a lotto, whenever that happens to be, I'm not a gambler, so I don't really play lotto. But if I did, I would play 5. I would play the pick 5 in whatever state it is. In Florida, it's the Fantasy 5.
Ah, well, there you go, Color. Good luck to you. Um,
No,
what was
I
I gonna
haven't
say?
put down numbers in years. I just don't do that anymore. It's just I'm truly not a gambler. It's like you get to a point where you're like, okay, this is something that you would have to like, if I had like a job paying me, 100 grand a year, I'd probably plop down 20 bucks every single week just to do it, but when you start to get down to the essentials in life, it's like, and you find out whether you're actually a gambler or not, and I'm not, so I don't really play
That's
all that
funny.
stuff. I play with anytime I gamble, it's with money that I can literally throw out the window, like house money. You know what I mean? Occasionally, these bookie sites will give you like free bets, whether you put in any money or not. That's like, yeah. And if I win something off that bet,
Catnip.
then yeah, I'll play that money. I'll play my winnings. You know what I mean? But that's it. When my winnings are done, I don't play until I get another coupon from the betting site or whatever.
Same
Same
with the
with
house money.
DraftKings. I
That
play
makes
all the
sense.
free tournaments.
Listen,
And if I
Joe's
win a couple dollars, then yeah, I'll start playing some 25-cent tournaments with that couple dollars. You know what I mean? See what happens.
25 cents. I have no idea. But listen,
If a
sir.
family member gave me $100 gift card, I'd go play a poker match. Sorry, Miss Fins. Go ahead. Just tell me to shut up
Poker though.
and
Wait,
move on.
wait. A poker match. Why a poker match though, and not
Because
like
I can win a poker tournament.
a parlaying thingy?
No, because I can win a poker
Oh,
tournament.
so
I've won poker
you
tournaments.
actually are good at poker.
Yeah, I've placed first in several poker tournaments, like small poker tournaments, not like, world scale or
Oh yeah,
nothing,
so
but
show me some moves.
I can win a poker tournament.
So you be being the granny.
I mean, I have the
I
capability
just feel
to, I
like I
should say.
give everything away. I give everything away. I'd be like,
Let
oh
put it
my
this way,
god.
I have as much capability of winning a poker tournament as the Dolphins have of beating the Ravens this
Super
week,
Bowl?
so there you go.
So very little.
No, the
I'm
capability is
kidding,
there. The
people.
capability is 100%. Whether we
I'm
actually
kidding.
do it or not is different, but the capability is there. We've beat them the last 2
Look at
times we
that.
faced them.
Jennifer Tilly's husband is a professional poker player, says Liz.
Yes, and
Cool.
I think he might be a high B-list actor
That's
too.
probably
Oh, yes, it
that's
no, no.
probably why.
You know who she's married to? She's married to a guy, a poker player, a famous one. He's actually a millionaire, but like big time poker player. I forget his name, but he's known as the
So is she.
Unabomber. He's known as the Unabomber because he wears a
Phil
hood with
Lack.
dark sunglasses.
Phil Lack.
Phil Lock, yeah. Is it
He
Phil Lock?
said
Yeah.
Phil Lack.
Yeah, Phil
Or
Lock.
yeah. Yep. They've been married since 2004.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they call him the Unabomber because he
Man,
wears
look
a
at
hoodie with
that.
dark sunglasses. That's his gig.
No
Like
wonder
that's his.
she's like into other both Virgos.
He's a goofball
Cool.
too, but he's a really good player. You'll underestimate him because he's so goofy that you think this guy can't possibly be paying attention, but he is a shark. He has definitely got his eyes on everything.
Man, the way people play poker is the way my family plays dominoes. It's insane, yo. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
they go a little too hard.
Are you saying I should sponsor you in a domino tournament? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know about me, but my brother or my aunt or my mom, they're sharks, yo. I
Your
swear.
brother. I'll sponsor your brother. He's probably a
Yeah, the
shark.
Steelers one. The
He probably
Steelers.
cleans
Oh,
everybody out,
he's
huh?
an assassin. He's an assassin.
Right, that's right.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
no, I'm not
definitely.
even trying to kid. It's
What's the
he
buy-in?
loves playing he loves playing against us, like me and my younger brother, because he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna beat them," and he loves playing
what's
against my dad
what's the buy-in on the Friday night
because
family tournament?
there's no buy-in. But man, we go at it. I'll tell you this: between he loves playing poker too, but he when it comes to like chess, when it comes to dominoes, like all of that stuff. I mean, he plays corner right now, safety. Well, right now they got him at safety. Um, but he actually can play quarterback. He can dissect defenses like no other,
Nice.
offensive plays like no other. Like this kid is actually a genius. It's,
Sounded
he
like it.
was born with a football. He came out of my mother with a baby football. Like that's pretty much it. Since he's second,
and a and a
he
and
can
a
even
and
walk in a
a big
nutshell.
old Einstein brain, huh?
Like, yes, actually, like literally certified genius.
He's
Like,
like Elaine. He's like Elaine on Seinfeld with a big old free kid. Remember her big old free kid?
yeah, yeah, exactly. But no, he's
Yeah, Liz.
he's a
Last
monster.
of the Mohicans is probably one of the greatest films ever made.
Oh,
Top
of
10 in my
course,
book of greatest
I
films
agree.
ever made.
I have to agree with that one. Another one. I mean, if we're not gonna go down because you know me and movies, and then we go down. We should do a whole movie review show, and that'll probably pop off. You know what? In the off season, we'll do that if you're back for season 3 of next year's, Miss Fins and League Wide Wednesday. But yeah, sir. Well, definitely this off season, we gotta do a movie show because there's so much that happens. The off season is so exciting
Mhm.
that we just have so many topics to talk about. So we want to bring all those topics together for you. Back to you, Susie. Uh,
Yeah, and
but let's continue.
the soundtrack to that movie stands every hair on my body.
I'm gonna say with this one movie that was really good too, Kevin Costner. I'm gonna give you three of the actors: Kevin Costner, Alan Rickman, Morgan Freeman,
Mhm.
and Oh,
Robin of the Hood.
what the heck is
Are
her
you
name?
talking about Robin of the Hood? Christian Slater.
Prince of Thieves. My mother's
Christian Slater
favorite.
was the one you were missing.
Christian Slater. That was the other one. Well, Christian
And
Slater, yes, but I was actually thinking about
what
her.
was it? Mary something
Her.
Masterson or something?
Yeah, something like that. That's what I was thinking of.
You know what she played and you know what she got her start in, right? You don't remember what she was famous for? She was Scarface's sister
No.
in Scarface.
Exodus. Mastrantonio.
That was a good
Waterworld.
one. Didn't get
I love
received
that
well, but
flick.
it was a good movie if you watch Dustin Hoffman and Kevin Costner.
Yeah, true. Man, this movie went so many. This is why I don't like to do this because then we go down rabbit holes. You get the perfect storm. She was the mom. Still remember. Great movie. She was in Scarface. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't already know that. The Abyss. Insane movie.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's a intense movie. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Master Antonio. So there you go. So many people in that Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, man, like that movie. But Christian Slater, completely forgot about him. Thanks. Okay, okay, okay. A great color style. Look into my eyes. Do, 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 do. You will find nothing's there to hide. Search your heart. I'm telling you, this is
Great
what you
great
get.
movie, but
Search your
great movie,
soul.
but I didn't realize that the mullet was already popular in England back then.
Use it. Well, I guess. No more can tell. Don't get me started. Love that song. No, it's true. Okay, okay. Agree color commentary dub versus Ravens. Yes. Let's get back to football people. Joe Flacco. I've said his name like 13 times now. He's doing his thing, actually making the Browns. I mean, the Browns legitimately can get a top two pit, like a top two position in the. They can actually be top four.
I always thought
Or
he
be
could start
third.
a cigar company.
Who?
Joe Flacco Tobacco.
I mean, I guess, but man, he's looking like he hasn't left the league in no time. Like he kept himself going because they're ten and
I mean, I'm
five,
not gonna
man.
lie, he's always looked like a cigarette smoker type to me. With the last name like that, it's just weird. It's like
Yes,
Joe
the beard.
Flacco
It's the
Tobacco.
beard. It's the beard. Did I pick the Texans? Tell me I didn't. Nope. We both picked the Browns. Thank God. Didn't get the score right at all, but it is what it is. Then we got Jags Buccaneers. We both picked the Jags Buccaneers. Broke
Oh,
them in
that was
half.
brutal.
It
Baker
was.
Mayfield just tearing them up. Ugh. I mean,
Something's happening
I
over
can't
there,
stand
and
Baker, man. He did this with the Rams last year to some team, and I hate this flashing from him, man. I wish he would just decide whether he wants to be an above average quarterback or not.
it's funny. Um, then we got Cardinals Bears. Cardinals who are currently holding the number two pick at 3-12. Definitely kept that going. Chicago went from having two top five picks to now having the number one overall pick via Carolina, and now they are eighth. So they got the number one and the number eighth. We'll see if they can manage to win some more. They might actually be out of the top 10. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Uh,
that in a minute.
mhm. Then we got Cowboys, Dolphins. We will skip that one. Patriots, Broncos. Patriots coming out with a last minute kick, man. Can't believe it. We both picked the Broncos. And we almost, yeah, no, we weren't even close, man. Because I had 27-13. You had 24-14. We weren't even close. Then three Christmas days, you got Raiders, Chiefs. I really was waiting for tonight to tell you this. I told you so, color
Oh, you
commentary.
deserve it. You deserve it. What I
I
need you to do,
absolutely
you
told you
need to
this.
switch our places a
And that's
couple
been
times
this.
and do a victory lap. You need to switch our places a couple times and do a victory
Oh,
lap.
I do agree.
Get it done. There you go.
Victory.
This Miss Finn's doing a victory lap. You deserve it. I will give you all the
I
credit in the because we talked about
literally
that
told you.
long. We've talked about this game long before this week. Like we've been
Yeah,
talking
we've
about
been
this
talking
game
about it
for like 4 weeks, and I gave we've
more
already
than that. More than
discussed
that.
and I was consistent with why I thought you would be wrong all that time that I thought it was more likely to happen in Vegas than it would Arrowhead, and you stuck to your guns and you said, "Nah, this is when the real upset comes." And you were spot on. I have to stand in awe over that pick right there. That is a pick for the ages right there because you didn't just do it like off the top of your head. I want the Chiefs to lose type of thing. No, you stuck to your guns. You heard my retort to it, and you still just said, "Nope, I'm picking the Raiders. I believe they're going to win this game." You gave the X's and O's on why, and you
Hmm.
were right. What can I say, man? Shout out to you. That's,
I
couldn't have done
appreciate
it
it.
better myself.
Thank you very much for those kind words. I'd like to thank my parents for
By the
raising
way,
me.
that's how you take an
Also,
L, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, honestly, I told you this. Weekly victory royal crown. I mean, I should have it
I
permanently
mean, when you
here.
get if it's our upset pick of the week, maybe we ought to incorporate that next year, or maybe for the postseason this year. Like,
Probably,
yeah, if
probably,
it's an
yeah.
upset pick like that, yeah, and you
And this
make
is
it,
a,
yeah,
and I almost, and not even just that. I actually picked the exact score. If it wasn't for the Kansas City kicker to missing that one kick, it would have been a perfect score. It would have been a perfectly picked score.
yeah. And Booker's usually pretty solid.
2017. He
Booker's
is one of
usually
the
pretty
top.
solid.
And I said 2017. Ended up being 2014 on a missed kick by the Chiefs kicker. And to be honest with you, we've been talking about this, and this is why I know it's been more than 4 weeks because we've been talking about this since we lost to Kansas City because they hadn't even come close to being able to play. They were playing Raiders twice in the second half of the season. They didn't play them like at the beginning and the end. They had like us, how we had the Jets twice in the second half. They had the Raiders twice in the second half. So we've been talking about these two games specifically because obviously it directly affects us in the seating in the AFC. And yeah, man, like this one, based on what I've been seeing from Kansas City, I didn't believe um that this is a team that's gonna get to the Super Bowl. And again, any given Sunday I get it, but this is another. They know it. This is a let's manage to be decent and give our fans good play year because they know this isn't their year. Period. It is. It's not their year. Um, and I will not be surprised when they get bounced in the first week in the playoffs. Period. They will play wild card for the first time in forever. For the first time in forever. Sorry, sorry. This is so. But yeah, they're gonna actually end up getting bounced out in the first round. I wholeheartedly believe that. And and this is what solidified it for me after we played the Raiders, I knew they still hadn't put. after we played the
Yeah, but
Raiders,
they
I
went
believe
on to get
they had.
blown out by the Chiefs in their own home.
Hold
I
up,
mean, you
I
can
knew
see where
I
I
knew
was
you were gonna
coming
say
from.
that. Then the week after they get blown out, which I understand. But I still look, it's all about matchups. I still saw what I saw, man. And not having when they finally fired their head coach with the Raiders, they made their adjustments and whatever. This is a completely different team, man. And to be honest with you,
Again, I don't disagree with any of that.
yeah,
But they were
I
that
just
same different team when the Chiefs blew them out in Vegas. How am I to expect that the Chiefs would lose to the same team in their own home, like in Arrowhead?
you're right.
Like
You're right.
that is a noble pick. That is a bold pick. That's all I'm saying. And it
Well,
came
I
through for
appreciate it.
high risk,
I
high reward. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it. I and the over under in this game was what was it? I think it was like 3 points, if I'm not mistaken. I think Chiefs were favored by 3 or something. Oh, never mind. Chiefs were favored by 11 and a half points. So I don't know when it comes to betting or whatever who wins if they didn't win or whatever, but yeah, that's a major upset right there. Not as big
Well, what
as
it
what the
means is
Titans
that
had on us.
the Raiders easily covered the 11 points because they won. So, in other words, the bet would have been that you think the Raiders would lose by less than 11 points, and since they won the game, inherently they lost by less than 11.
Oh, so you still win?
Yeah, because the Raiders covered. You only needed them to lose by less than 11, but they won the game, so that's covering. That's losing by less than 11. It's the same thing in the betting world.
There
Like,
you have it.
yeah, the winning is not losing, but winning a game when you're an 11-point underdog means you lost by less than 11. See, in that game, if you thought they were going to win outright, you're better off taking the money line because
Well,
the odds would have netted you more
there
money
you have it.
than just having them cover.
Color? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I think we got disconnected for a second there. I couldn't hear you,
Yeah, I was
but
saying that's why you would, if you thought that the Raiders were just going to win outright and not just cover the 11, then you would have been better off taking the money line because the odds would have made you more money just to pick them outright to win. You know what I mean? But the reason for
right.
taking the spread, the reason for taking the spread is because you're not comfortable picking the Chiefs to outright win. So you say, okay, what's the spread? And in this case, it was minus 11 for the Chiefs or plus 11 for the Raiders. So what you're saying there is, I'm not convinced the Chiefs are going to win by more than 11. So I'm going to take the Raiders to lose by less than 11. But I'm not convinced the Raiders can pull off the upset. So
Mhm.
I'm not going to take the money line and pick them outright. You know what I mean? You were convinced they
I
were going
see
to
what you
win
mean,
outright.
sir.
Right. In your case, you were convinced that they were going to win outright. So you wouldn't have even messed with the spread. You would have just taken the money line. It has better odds for you. You know what I mean? Like it has more money to be made. It's a higher risk than just saying they'll only lose by less than 11. Remember, higher risk, higher reward. That's just simply how betting works. Lower the risk, lower
That
the reward.
that's simply how life
The
works.
more of a sure bet it is, the less money you're going to make winning the bet.
Hey,
The more
I'm
sure it
I
is, the more it's seen as an investment by the big money players. Like, for instance,
oh my God, Becky, look at her. I just realized something, color, but I can't say it right now. We gotta get into the previews. So let's finish this because if what I'm thinking is for real, Color. We're going to the Super Bowl. I'm so excited. Let's get through this because I'm too excited right now.
Wait, Lamar and Josh get hurt in practice today?
No, no, no. God, no. Never. You know what? First of all, they both got their money, so good for them. A. And B, nobody wants it. That's horrible football, man. That's horrible. I would not want to win that way.
No, it ain't. Anybody telling you that is virtue signaling.
I'm not virtue signaling. To me, as a football fan, that's horrible football. How many times have we complained about garbage games this season?
Ain't nobody
Patriots,
ain't nobody
Broncos.
crying for us because we didn't have our starter in the
I
playoff
don't
game
care about
last year, Miss
people
Phins.
crying. I'm talking about me being a football fan.
I'm
I
just
don't.
saying,
Again, I don't
nobody
just
is
like
sitting there
Dolphins.
saying, well, the Dolphins were actually good in that playoff game because they were without their quarterback. No, they just said, same old Dolphins, we lost a playoff game.
Yeah.
Same old Dolphins, we haven't proven nothing. Well, we had our third string backup. What were we
Seventh round.
supposed to prove?
Seventh round.
So, do you hear Buffalo fans going, pump the brakes, everybody? The Dolphins didn't even have their starting quarterback. No, they still insult us. They still say, nah, we should have won that game. They're better than us.
We should have.
That kind of talk. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, they beat the Dolphins with a third string backup. And as such, did they not lose their next playoff game?
13 seconds.
That
Um.
wasn't that year. No, I'm saying they lost
Yeah,
outright.
they
I think
did.
they got taken out pretty
I know it's
easily
April.
last year.
Yeah, they did. It was really bad too. It was funny. Then we got Eagles Giants, guys. Again, another game where Eagles just looked so bad. The Giants had the game in the pocket and they found a way to lose that game, and it was very frustrating to watch. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. Giants are number 5 in the tankathon, so that means they have a top 5 pick. Hopefully, they'll be able to get somebody that could really help them out. And then we have the Ravens 49ers game. Oh, by the way, another fun fact. I actually didn't even watch the Raiders Chiefs game. I didn't even watch it. I went to sleep because I had gone again, that's Christmas. So I had gone like 48 hours without sleep. We were playing video games all night that night. No, what am I? I'm lying. We were playing dominoes all night that night,
Hmm.
all the way up to the morning, which is why I was late to the show. And I was like, "Look, I'm an hour late, but they'll be fine because
Yeah,
I
I
needed
slept
this
the
time." I was still
entire
talking to
day too
I,
after
I
Christmas
still
Day.
talked to my dad, and I was talking to my siblings, so it wasn't gonna happen. And they're like, "Really?" They all told me like, "But it's Christmas. They'll understand." I'm like, "Oh, listen, you gotta give the people what they want. It's what they want, you know." And you guys blessed me with your donations and your memberships and stuff. It was awesome. It's a great show, actually. And what was I gonna say?
You were gonna say who the next game was?
Oh, I went to sleep because it was literally 12:45, and I hadn't slept because the show just ended like 20 minutes before. I was like, "Mom, let me just go to sleep. Let me sleep in your bed, please." So she let me sleep in her bed, and I knock out. When I wake up, I scared her because she was coming into the room. I literally woke up. I turned around to take a look. I'm like, "Oh, what time is it? Okay, it's like 4 something. So the game should be like done or whatever. Should be like this next games, right?" And when I looked, I didn't yell because I know everybody else was sleeping outside. I was like on the bed that when she literally walked in, saw me jumping on the bed, like not jumping on the bed, but I was still laying down. But I was like, and she was like, "Nope, I'm out of here." I literally took my dad and closed the door. I was laughing because of that, but I was like, "Yo, miracles happen once in a while when you believe." And I said it, people. When I saw that 2014 Raiders beat the Grinch, they stole Grinchmas from the Chiefs. I was like, it made me. It made it's one of my most funnest pick of all seasons. It just reminded me of that. And I have to say that story
Not
because
gonna lie, when
I
I
was like,
saw it, you were literally the first thing I thought of. I was like, I can't believe her, man. It's the first thought in my head. I cannot believe her, man.
man, I tell you, I was like, there's still something really good, but I still take dub as Phins. Yeah. Of course, always see take the dub. But man, that was, and it made me laugh that I scared my mom the way I did. She's like, "Nope, I'm not dealing with this. I'm going outside." I was like, "Okay, ma, love you." But man, that Ravens game kind of showed us a lot, didn't it? It showed us a lot, you know.
I'm just trying to figure out which team it showed us more about.
I think I learned more about the Ravens than I did 49ers.
Eh,
Clearly, they were off. You know what I
not
mean?
me.
Like,
I learned a lot more about the 49ers than the Ravens.
I was just happy I caught you because usually I'm too early in the morning. Your show at 8, but it's 5 in Dayton. Oh, that's right. You're in Seattle. I mean, you're in, what is it? Um, what state is that? Oregon? Washington? One of them. Which, by the way, I still gotta send you that.
The
Like,
one
but
with
you know I got you.
Seattle in
Washington. Shoot.
it.
The only state in the union with a green flag. Weird, but whatever. Um, yeah. So that was a crazy game. Crazy game. 5 picks. Really tough for you,
Well,
sir.
isn't it
But
called the
hey,
Evergreen
it
State?
is what it is.
Pretty sure it's
Oh,
called the Evergreen
I
State.
guess yeah. What's up, Dolphin Don? Miss Fizz and Color fam. What's up? How
What's
you
up,
doing?
Dolphin?
Much appreciate you, man. And then our impact players, look, I'm not giving us Tua. Tua did his job, but I don't think he was the reason why we won. It was a full, for the first time ever, a full team. All 4 assets of it is the reason why we won that game. I can't even give it to Mostert as being as the reason why. I'm not giving Keenan Allen a reason why they lost. You know what I'm saying? George Kittle, nope. Dolphins defense, nope. But I'm gonna take my
Whoa, whoa,
victory
whoa,
lap, and
whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
will give
Dolphins
myself the
defense? No.
Raiders. It was a
Wait a minute.
complete.
I gotta dispute
It,
that.
it was a
The biggest key,
complete
the biggest
team
key to our
win.
win. Hold on. The biggest key to it, I'm not saying it wasn't. Okay, but the biggest key to our win, okay, was the defense giving our offense a chance to be complementary by stopping Dallas from scoring on that first drive. And if you remember how we stopped them from scoring, that
Deshaun
is
Elliott
championship
one-handed
level
against
defense, and that is a
Steelers.
huge impact on that game. Absolute huge impact on that game.
I'm trying to.
It allowed us to score first. And how many points
I
did we
get that,
score first?
but I
How
can
many
say the
points did we
same
score first?
thing.
Hold
I
on.
can
Hold
say
on.
the
Hold on.
same
Hold
thing.
on. How many points did we score first? We scored 3 and they didn't. And what was the difference in the ball game? 2 points. Just saying. That was a
You're right,
hugely
Color.
impactful defense the other night.
I'll tell you this, and it was at the half-yard line too, and that was a clean. He didn't get in. Period. I don't care what the rest
And
of
the
his
way
body
his
does.
technique was able to keep him out of the end zone. I mean,
He used his entire body weight, and then
spun him
Sealer
so that he
came
wouldn't
in for
so that his feet and legs ended up in the end zone, but the ball didn't. Sorry, that ain't a
that.
touchdown.
That that was. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Not a tackle like that in the practically in the end zone
But that's what you're
because
trying to accomplish in making that open field tackle at the goal line. That's why you never see it because it's very hard to do. That's like perfect technique.
that was a really
Hugely
intense
impactful on
play.
that game.
I get that, but I think the offense also has hugely impactful play.
I get it,
Plus
but
the
I think we
57
can give
yarder
credit to
special
our
teams
defense for being
and Mike
impact.
McDaniel. I'm not saying that they
But that's
didn't,
what
but
the segment is. Impact defense. Impact
impact
player.
player in their
Right.
position that made the
Right.
super
And they
difference.
made a huge impact on the game.
I almost want to say something, Color, and I really am trying so hard not to say
What
it
if they would
because
have got
right
a pick
now,
six that was the difference in the ball game? It's no
Color,
different.
Color. This was a complete team game. Any
I'm
other
not
game,
saying it
I'm with
wasn't.
you. It
I'm not
wasn't.
saying it
Listen,
wasn't. But if it was, then that means they had an impact on the game.
my point is that they all had an impact. Coaching,
I'm not.
offense,
No, no way.
defense, special teams.
Okay. We'll just have to end by disagreeing because
So
I'm
you
not
think
gonna.
that
You're not gonna
out of
convince
the
me.
four pillars, that it was the
If
defense that
that
had the
play
most
doesn't
impact?
happen, we lose the game. You can't be any more
Well, you know
impactful than that.
thank God that I can keep.
And excuse me, but according to all betting and fantasy sites, Jason Sanders is part of the defense and special teams. You get
Again,
defensive
he
points
is
for
my
Jason
special teams.
Sanders kicks in fantasy.
He is. I put him in special teams. Period.
I understand.
I don't put
I'm
him
just
in
saying you
offense.
get defensive points in fantasy when your kicker makes a field goal because
So
it's
to you,
defense / special teams. All I'm saying is our defense made an
well, that
impact.
is true.
Our
That is true.
defense made more of an impact on that game than any other defense made on their game. I could argue
Than
that.
any other
Tell
defense,
me what other
bro.
defense made more of an impact in their game.
Be- Raiders,
Okay, fair enough.
which is why I give
But
myself
that
the
just means
Raiders.
there's two defenses that made an impact on their game.
Yeah, fine. But I just don't. But my thing is, then you gotta. Okay, so hold on. No,
Not only
because
that, but we also held them out of the end zone by uh, causing a fumble. That was actually the first drive. The guy fumbled at the goal line. So that's two defensive plays in a row that kept them out of the end zone. One of them ended the drive and gave us the ball back.
and how many drives did we actually scored in?
What's that?
I think it was minus two drives. We scored in every other drive we were in.
Yeah, field goals. We had one touchdown.
So to you, the offense again, not special teams,
No, they
which
did
didn't
their
say
job.
right.
They played complementary. Yes, you're correct about that. They complemented the defense, but the defense is the one that gave them a chance to do that right out of the gate in the first series of the game.
I can't believe this. I cannot believe what I'm about to say. But Color, although you are right in saying, and I'm a defensive girl, you know I love my defense. The entire team complemented each other,
I get
including
it.
the defense.
That might as well have been a that might as well have been a turnover right in the beginning of the game. That might as well have been a turnover. That's right, it was. The fullback fumbled,
Yeah.
and it allowed our team to score first. That is the most important thing that happened that night. If that don't happen, the game don't even go the way it
Yeah.
did.
I just, I still, I'm not gonna deny that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna deny that. I just feel, I personally feel
Remember, we're not saying that
that
the impact player has to be the reason they won. We just talking about who made the biggest impact in their game out
okay,
of
if you
other
have to go,
defenses, not out of the other players and squads on our team.
you're 100. You're what? See, and you know what? This is why I love it, man. You're right. It's The impactful player that assists its game, and you know what? Hands down, by definition of what we established last year, our impact player segment is all about how does that particular player or defense more
It's league
impactful than
wide.
any other defense
This
league
league
wide.
wide Wednesday. This ain't Dolphin wide Wednesday. It's league wide Wednesday.
Yeah, I can't even
Just like
deny you're
if we
100%
were to not
right. You're right.
isolate the players and
But
we were to
you're
just pick
right.
offenses, right? Then we could have picked our offense also as the impact offense of the week. You see what I'm saying? That's why we couldn't credit any individual
Oh no,
players.
I wouldn't have picked our offense. I would have picked our special teams though. Let's say
Okay,
if
fair enough.
we were to
Fair
have a
enough.
special team segment,
Fair enough.
you know what I mean?
But it's like
Then
last
the
week
most
against the
destructive
Jets.
special team
Same
was
thing with
our
last week
special team.
against the Jets. How could our defense not be an impact player of the week when they pitched a shutout? I understand the offense still had a stellar day and put up 30 points. I get
That
that.
was yeah. I don't know.
It's the same
I
thing.
agree with that. And see, and
We would
that's
have
when
still said they had an
people
impact,
they kind of
pitching a shutout.
misget it because I'm like
Well,
pitching a
last
shutout
week
is still
against the
pitching a
Jets would
shutout.
have been a
Period.
case where
You're
we could
extremely
have picked the
impactful.
offense
Let's say
as
the
a
shutout.
impact
The
player of the
entire
week
yeah.
and the defense, like our team. Like we would just say impact team of
Well,
the week, but you know, that would just be picking the
might as well
best
be
game
because
of
the
the week. That
defense
would be saying
itself
who was the
was the
MVP
most
team of the
impactful
week,
defense.
right?
Dolphins. It's the Jets, people. The
It
Jets are
was
going
never going to
nowhere.
be hard to
Top five
convince a
defense in
Dolphin
the league.
fan of my
Top
position. It
top
was
five
never going to
defense.
be hard to do. You're a Dolphin fan. I am not going to lie. I manipulated that aspect of you to win this argument.
Hey, but yes, you got me on the principle of what this whole segment is all about. So you will
That
win
was
in
great
that one
discussion, though. That was great.
because you could
You know,
say was Moser was was Moser the most impactful running back that allowed his team to win
I
out of
mean,
all running backs? Or could you
to
say
be
Joe
honest with
Mixon
you, if you're
was?
talking about game situation, Jeff Wilson has to be. We don't get that. We don't get down to the 10, 15-yard line there. That's a harder field goal to make. That's not a
We
chip
don't go
shot.
nowhere. Yeah, we don't. We
Now, granted,
don't. Exactly.
he was 4 for 4 up to
So
that point, but still, 4 for 4 just means you're ready to go 4 for 5.
that's my guy. That's my guy. Money Sanders. Did you see him with that picture? I loved it, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved it.
Did you? I don't. You didn't make it to the game, did you? Were you there? No.
No,
Miss Phins,
no,
when
I
they
wasn't
set
there.
up that
I
field
was
goal, it was like a pin.
pin
You could
drop.
hear a pin drop in the stadium, and it was like I have never. It looked like both teams, and this credit to both. This is what I'm saying about it's league wide. So I'm gonna talk. I'm saying this from a professional football
Cowboys and
fan, right?
yeah, football fan. A football fan.
And I'm crediting both sides, both teams, both sides, every millionaire on that field. There's a reason these guys get paid millions. And if you would have seen both teams, I mean, absolutely stone cold mannequins for like 5 seconds straight before the snap of that ball. Never seen anything like it. You could cut the atmosphere like it with a knife. It was like you could rip a paint, like you could rip it like it was a painting. And it was like,
I
wow,
cried a
it
little.
takes
I got a
special
little
kind of
teary. I'm
people to
not
be
gonna lie.
that poised, you know what I mean, and ready for this kickoff or for this kick attempt, you know what I mean? On both sides of
It's
the
a
ball.
bummer
Just
for
absolute poise.
Cowboys.
It's
A
like
bummer, to lose
that,
a game
that's
like
that's
that.
mi- that's what the kind of
It's
poise that
exactly
millions of
opposite of what
dollars
we went through
buys
the
you.
week before or 2 weeks.
Just amazing to see that all
That was a rough
22 of them
game for
guys
us
out
when we
there like
lost versus
mannequins.
Tennessee. No, that
So yeah.
it was. You couldn't where I was. You couldn't hear anybody. Like it was. I mean, I was. I teared. I had to take a second. Like Thank you. And I teared up a little bit because I was so happy. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
And I watched it
Merry
back on the
Christmas,
All 22.
everybody.
I watched it
Oh,
back on the All 22, and, I tell you, it was a lot quieter on the TV than it was like, the Dallas fans ended up getting a little rowdy towards the 4th when they thought they had a shot to win, and there turned out to be louder than they were the whole game, and
okay.
sufficiently
Yeah,
loud
yeah, yeah, yeah.
enough,
They were nervous. Please.
and sufficiently loud
I
enough
don't care what nobody says.
that you would think that they had a good showing, but when you watch it back on the TV, it was quiet as a church mouse, you know what I mean? It was like I was surprised to hear it back on the TV as quiet as it was. It didn't seem that way in the stadium, but man, just the poise. Yeah, I know. See, this is and Miss Fins, we'll have to talk about it back after the show. I think you can see an example of exactly what I'm talking about, and that's how it started before. Just so you know,
Yeah, I think I see it too. So that's why That's why I didn't say
because it's
anything, and I've been
always
thinking of.
about Tua. It's
I know.
always about Tua.
It's
I'm just going to give them what they want, because I know
uh,
how I feel
it's okay.
about the man, so I don't care what anybody thinks about what I think about the man anymore. I'm the one that was there the other night in the stands with my number 1 t-shirt on. Okay? So I don't care anymore what y'all think. If you want the clip, here it is. Tua is the most terrible quarterback that has ever played in the NFL ever. Clip it. There you go. Hope
They,
it serves
I
your
don't think they can,
purposes.
but
It just whatever. I don't even
if you
care anymore.
do,
They can screenshot it. I don't care. That's
no, I'm
obviously
kidding.
what they want out
It's
of me
okay.
so they can go dance it around the internet and give me a bad name. I don't care anymore.
Eh, we're
I'm the
gonna
one
move
here.
past this, okay? We're gonna move past this, okay? Now we have. I would say nobody else really gets it. I think it was more Dolphins and Raiders defense. Oh, but I will give you this. You gotta say a likely for the Ravens as a tight end. That kid balled out.
And Miss Fins, I
Say
must
likely,
apologize to you.
absolutely balled out.
I must apologize to you because the second comment was said before I even said any of what I just said. So I would like to know what it was that I said to you that was a punkish attitude. I thought we
Oh,
were having an adult conversation.
it's okay. They're probably not
That
even
was written
here.
before I said what I just said. That was written because of our conversation about the defense.
Yeah, I'm all about the defense.
Like,
I
seriously,
just,
what did I say
I get.
that was giving you attitude? Now I am. Yes, now I am. Now I'm perturbed. I am sick and tired of these
Come on.
people following me around, insulting my intelligence over and over again, and everybody in this community just acting like it's friendly banter. I'm tired of it. If you want me to be a content creator and compartmentalize it and have a thick skin, then I will stop interacting with every single one of you. Everyone. And I'll be a stale talking head like the rest of them. You make the choice.
I'm not really sure who you're talking to, but I'm gonna, I'm gonna continue to move
I'm
on,
talking
caller.
to the people that expect me to let this guy follow me around to every channel I go and ruin it because they know all they have to do is say stuff like that and nobody will do anything about it. It's me playing victim.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. Do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is, Color?
I have 9:42.
Really? Oh, I think my computer is back because it still says 9:41. So thank you for that. Uh,
The
listen,
absolute disrespect
we're,
to you,
I
Miss
get
Phins, is just so
no, it's okay.
ridiculous.
Look, this I let's push past it, okay? Let's push past it. Now I will say this. I say it likely, like I said before, I will give you that one. He for sure balled out. So you got two impact players, in my opinion, and I got two. Because sorry, Saquon didn't do anything. Waddle
And
wasn't
yes, and
all of
yes,
that.
Mr. Pig, the field goal kicker is part of the defense. Have you ever noticed what type of players are on the field goal unit? Cameron Good, defensive player.
Also, too, in fantasy, it is listed as D slash SB. So for that matter, too. But anyways, we got to run through this because I did tell you I had to skedaddle from here this week much quicker. So let's continue. We got the games for this upcoming week. We got this is gonna be a ridiculous game. We got Jets at Cleveland. What do you got, Color? I think Cleveland's got this. I'm going Browns. Who do you have?
Yeah, I was gonna take the Browns as well.
I don't think it's gonna be high scoring, but I'd say 24-12 Browns.
The Browns are still on a
I
pace
think they're
that
gonna stick to
allows,
field goals for the Jets.
yeah, and the Browns still have a mathematical window to actually take the top seed. So I would definitely think the Browns are going to take care of business here.
Yeah, because they'll go 11-5, and if we all four of us have the same schedule at the end of the season, we're kind of screwed. We'll be top four, but we won't. We definitely won't be one or two. So that's the only problem because they would actually what do you call it? They would actually go ahead and uh, what was I gonna say? They would actually go ahead and go above us. So it would be Ravens, Chiefs. No, Ravens, Browns, Chiefs, us. Because right? Or am I getting that wrong? I think I got that wrong.
Well, if we beat the Ravens, and then we lose to the Bills,
No, I got the wrong
and the
division.
Browns and
That's what I'm looking at.
the Browns win their last game, and the Ravens lose their last game to the Steelers, then the Browns would take the top seed.
That's what it is. The Ravens would have to lose the last because they haven't clinched the division yet.
Don't worry, pig. I
They
will
haven't
make
clinched it.
myself look better if you keep baiting me. I'm not
Color,
in
it's
front of
removed.
I'm not in front of my YouTube screen right now to personally block you. So I would please ask you to stop and leave me alone. I'm asking you politely to leave me alone.
Color, it's I already removed it. Nobody could see it, by the way. Just so you know, I already removed it.
Well, it's not
I know you're gonna see it there, but it's not. It's already been removed. You see what I mean? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So don't worry about it. Don't read it.
well, I wasn't
Okay?
aware of that.
It's not. You won't see it there. Yes.
I wasn't
Again,
aware of
I don't
that.
have moderators because I am my own moderator. You won't see it. So whenever you see something like that, don't pay attention to it because I've already taken care of it. Exactly. Hooked up Joe got it. They don't see it because I've already removed it. So that's why I say when I tell you don't worry about it, it's because I'm literally telling you don't worry about it. I just don't say that I do. See what I mean? And I don't do it for everything, but I will do it for certain things. And everybody knows. So it is what it is. Shut it, Cat for Life. You didn't see Jack. Cat for Life, I swear. You know, he just trying to stir it up. I can't. You see what I mean? I can't with you, Cap. Oh, we gotta stir it up. But listen, I do this. It's not just you; it's everybody. So it's everybody. I'm able to see it because again, I have the opportunity to see this stuff. But you don't have to worry about it because again, I already took care of it. And like I've just told you, you guys, they can't see it. So
I get it, but I wasn't
we're good.
aware of that,
Okay.
and it doesn't matter if they can see it or not. I can. I don't have my YouTube interface in front of me right now to block him so that I don't see it. Because if I blocked him, I would not even be able to see it backstage. So I'm asking the adult to leave another adult alone and stop it. Because obviously nobody's
Yeah, I
going to
think it's
kick him from the server.
see, there you go. Kick it from it is what it is. It's been removed. So that's it. Let's move on. Now, I still don't think the Ravens will lose the division, but if the Browns win the next two and Ravens somehow drop the next two, then I do believe the Browns have. I do believe they beat them already earlier this season. So they will be able to go ahead and actually take over the division. I doubt it, but we we'd have to go ahead and deal with that as well. So we would probably be one, two, three. It will probably be third, and whoever comes out of the South will be fourth. That's what it'll end up being because they're all 8 and 7, and we're not. So we just have to. We don't have the tiebreaker versus Kansas City, or if we lose to the Ravens, we won't have it versus them either. That's the only problem we'll deal with. Now, what's your score versus the Browns?
Um, I think Flacco probably knows this Jets defense pretty well, having practiced with them for a while. So maybe they do put up a lot of points, even though the Jets tend to hold people down like 30-10. Think maybe the Jets might be able to manufacture a touchdown with Simeon.
Hmm.
Maybe.
And then you got
Bro-
Detroit at
I mean, the
Dallas.
Browns have the second ranked defense in efficiencies. The Jets have the third ranked. So I'd have a lot more faith in Flag. Might be a shutout here with Flacco.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go 30-10.
I don't think so. But then we got the Dallas Cowboys are gonna be receiving the Detroit Lions on Saturday, 8 o'clock. The only Saturday game. I got the Lions. I think this is actually gonna be a high scoring game. 35-30 Lions. Who do you have?
I did also pick the Lions. I think the Cowboys are going to continue to spiral and drop a third one. ESPN has Dallas at 66% picked.
Mm,
In other words, the people have picked them 66%.
they're
That's
at home,
interesting.
probably why.
But I'll go Detroit here,
They're at home, so that's
33,
probably
33-30 Detroit.
why. Okay. Then we got New England at Buffalo on Sunday. As much as I want it to happen, it's not gonna happen. Bills are gonna get this game. It's gonna be annoying. 22-14 Bills. Who do you got? Hooked Up Joe says New England sweeping it. I hope so.
I have to
I
go with Old
absolutely hope.
Faithful here. I think Belichick has a lot of incentive to win this football game, and all you need is Bill Belichick with 22 guys and incentive to win, and he can win. And I
True.
also think the Buffalo Bills are getting a little too high on themselves and could easily get put that right back down in their place. I don't care that they're favored by the fans 97% to 3%. I don't care. The Patriots, this is going to be my upset of the week.
I
Actually
think they're
not.
gonna tap.
This is going to be my homer pick of the week, not my upset of the week because it's not a realistic upset chance. Let's face it, the Bills are probably just going to roll them, but I am picking the Patriots to win 20-17, and I think
Okay.
Bill Belichick is going to remind his future employer of why he should hire him.
I don't think he needs to remind anybody, but I do pick. I picked the Patriots too. I'm just putting the Bills down because I want a W. But if I lose this because the Patriots won, I win either way. So I'm just going with what conventional wisdom tells me. But I, like you guys, do believe Patriots are gonna win this game. Let's keep it moving. Atlanta, Chicago. I can't trust either team. This is a horrible game. Uh, I can't. I really can't trust either team at this point. I'm actually gonna go with Bears. I think Bears. I know they want to keep their. They already got a number one overall pick, so they're not really worried. The who cares bowl for real. So I think Bears just want to give their fans something good to have New Year's Eve. I'm going Bears. It's gonna be low. I'm gonna go 21-13 Bears. Who do you got?
Falcons still have incentive to win. I mean, Bears ain't no better or worse than the Falcons. I know people probably, obviously, based on what the fans are saying, I don't think that people have faith in the Falcons, but I don't have faith in the Bears either. I don't know why they would. Um, so I'm taking the Falcons here, like 24-23. I mean, they're
24,
firmly
23.
still. Wait a minute, let me double check something real quick. They are firmly still in the race for their division, so which will be
Yeah,
evident in a game a couple of slots away that we're about to pick. So yeah, Bears are completely out of it. I mean, I
yep.
guess maybe for a wild card, I guess they're not out of it, but
This I would say. Uh, yeah, it is what it is. Then Raiders, Colts. I'm going with the Raiders. I think the Raiders are on a roll. They're really playing for their head coach, in my opinion. I like the defense of the Raiders. That's mostly the reason why. But they have a little offense too to make it happen. I know the Colts they're playing for something because right now the Colts are they're there. They're the last ones. They gotta win. But the Raiders aren't really playing for anything except they want to be able to go ahead and continue to play for the head coach and play for contracts. So I'm taking the Raiders, although I know the Colts are right now technically seventh in the standings. Um, yeah, it's gonna be very very interesting as far as what to do with what do you call it
who
between
did you
those
already
two.
take?
I just don't think I
Did
don't
you
know.
already pick, or you haven't picked yet?
Oh, yeah, I already picked the Raiders.
Oh, you're picking the Raiders? Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go with them too.
yeah, for the
It's
Raiders.
likely we'll both be wrong, and the Colts will show up this week, but I want to ride the
Yeah,
Raider train right along with you. So I'm picking them 28-14. I think they get a bigger
23,
win this week,
21.
kind of like they did
I
against
don't. I think
the Chargers.
it's gonna be closer in my opinion. 23, 21. What did you say? 28. What?
14.
14. Makes sense. Then you got let's see here. You got Rams versus Giants at Giants. So who do you got right now?
I'm gonna go with the Rams. I mean, they've got to keep pace with everybody, and they're playing good enough ball to keep pace with everybody. Much as I've been liking the G-men, they lost their star, DeVito. Did they bench him or did he get hurt?
Yeah, they benched him. I think
They
he got
benched
hurt.
him.
So that he got hurt. So
A stinger. He got a stinger.
I don't even know what the heck that is. I don't even
That's
know what that
whatever
is.
Brock Purdy got.
So he got hurt, and yeah, I'm gonna go with yeah, I'm going with the Rams too. I just Big Blue
I'll go
stunning right
33
now.
to 7. Sorry, G-men.
No, 27-13. Then we got Arizona and
Well, you're putting the hurting on
Philadelphia.
them too.
Yeah, but not as big as yours. Then you got Arizona at Philly. I think Philly desperately needs this.
Yes,
So
they
I'm
do.
going Eagles. Eagles, they're gonna want to show out, but they won't. I still think Kyler Murray's gonna put up points. I'm gonna go 34-30. Eagles. Last minute
Mm.
touchdown to win again.
There was one stat I wanted to double check before I made my official pick on this game. You're like, what? What are you talking about? You
Go ahead.
check what out? Let's
Go
see
ahead.
here. Let me just double check something real quick. I don't want to be stupid about it. Oh wait, that's not where I need it. Oh wait, this is where I needed to be. Um, standings. Let's see. Expanded. Oop, that ain't the one I wanted. I wanted this one. I got a whole bunch of levers and buttons to push to get there.
That's fine. In the meantime, let's see
Okay,
here.
okay,
What are the
okay,
other games?
okay.
I know
I
what you're
think,
doing, but
I think
remember, I
the
got a hard
Cardinals.
stop. So
This is my actual upset of the week. I think the Cardinals go to 2-2 against the NFC East and steal this victory and beat the two best teams in the NFC East. They've already beaten Dallas. I think they're going to beat the Eagles because the Eagles are going to struggle because they got so much pressure on them. And the Cardinals are going to win 35-34.
mm, that's a nail biter right there. I like that. Okay, then you got Saints, Tampa Bay. I'm going Bucks. As long as I don't really want to,
Tampa for
but
me too. 23 to
he's
17 or
feeling
something like that.
himself. So
He'll come back
yeah,
down to earth a little.
he's
23 to 17.
he will, but probably week 18. I'm thinking more like 17, 14. Not too crazy. Then you got San Fran at Washington. I feel bad for the Commanders, but
So
49ers
do I.
desperately
They'll
need
get
to
back on track.
get back in the winning ways. They're gonna have to put a hurting just so they can feel better about themselves. I'm going 34-17 Niners.
33 to 20.
Thank you. Then you've got Niners, of course. Exactly. Hmm. Oh man, looks like Joe cut you off. He said he got the upset of the week, the Cardinals, before you actually said it. So that's funny.
Look, Joe
Let's
knows
see
how I
here.
think. He's like, I know that's
Yep.
going to be Color's upset of the week.
Carolina at Jacksonville.
Jags got to get back on track. When was the last time we saw them play? Did they have a bye last week or something?
Mhm. Who? What? What is it?
It seems like it's been like 3
Jacksonville?
weeks since we seen them play. Did they play Thursday or something last week, or did they have a bye, or like
Carolina?
no Jacksonville?
Carolina? Oh, they I don't know. They left their play 4 weeks ago or something like that. They gotta get this one game. I'm sorry. It's a must win for them. Going 28-24 Jags. Period. They have to win this game. This if not, they're really gonna lose the division, and I don't see them losing the division still. Although they are in turmoil, I still don't see them losing the division. It's a must win for them, and I think they get it. 28-24 Jags. Who do you got?
Yeah, I'll go 24-20 Jags. Yeah, they definitely got to get off the snide here.
Thank you. And then we've got what is it? Tennessee, Houston. Ooh. Uh, well, they're both out of it, so that don't matter. But Houston actually needs this win to stay competitive in the playoff because they still have a shot. Maybe Houston gets this one. I'm going Houston because they really need it. Texans. 18 to 13.
I feel like the Titans are gonna steal it here for some reason. That teams don't like each other. It's a division
Okay.
game.
What's the score? Titans are tanking at this point.
Yeah, you think? Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. We always say that, but none of these teams seem to care. Like we're all talking about these different teams that tank, but none all of them win and like keep winning. We were talking about the Tennessee Titans tanking, like you know, back when they were 2 and something. Now they got 5 wins. I mean, including one against us. I mean, there were people overlooking the Titans when we played them. Oh, they can't possibly want to even win this game. Not that I would
Mhm.
ever use that as a reason that we would win a game, but people did, and yet
They
they
did.
won.
They did.
You know, Vrabel could have called a play that he knew was going to not work.
It's true.
So I don't know. I don't. I'm going to take the
Uh,
Titans here. I think they want to get. I
okay.
think they want as a point of pride. I think they want to beat the Texans. I think they want to tell people, hey, we didn't have our guy and this and that and the other, but our team and our defense is still here, and we're gonna get it right and try to do something next year. I don't know. Tennessee's a real laid back town. I think I said it last week. The same thing. They just don't seem to. It's like their fans aren't going to kill them if they if they don't put together something. You know what I mean? Real low
Yeah,
pressure team.
it's true. What's your score prediction?
20-17. I think I already have that for somebody else, but
Thank you. It's okay. Then you got Steelers, Seattle. I picked the Steelers, although Seattle is a
I as
stronger
well.
team.
They need
Steelers
this
have
game to keep pace.
they really need this game. So what's your score prediction?
33-27. And looks like Mason Rudolph is finally maturing up a little bit,
Yeah,
moving
that's
the
good for
offense
them.
pretty good.
They just need to go ahead and have that consistency in offense. Their defense will take care of the rest, and it should be a good game to watch at 4 o'clock on Fox. Then we got the Chargers at Denver, 425. I'm going Broncos. They really need this one for the playoffs. So I still think it's going to be fairly close. I'm going 21-17. I think actually, no, I'm lying. Easton is a really good quarterback, and so are the Broncos. I think this is actually going to be a higher scoring game. I'm taking the over on this one. I actually think it's going to be 31-28 Broncos.
Mm,
What do you got?
I was gonna pick the Chargers, but I think that now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if Stidham has any incentive or if he's just gonna if their offense is gonna run smoother because he's been sitting there watching mistakes all year, which tends to help people. You know what I mean? For like at least one game to flash. 'Cause you know they're playing Stidham, right?
Uh, who?
The Broncos are.
Oh, yeah. I still think they'll be able to put up points. I'm not.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go with the Broncos too. I guess. Going.
You can go Chargers. Easton Stick, think is better than Stidham, but Stidham is so solid. They don't need much from the QB position as long as they're able to distribute the ball.
Right.
So
I'll
that's
still
what.
go Broncos. To I don't really know what score. 12-7.
Love it. Then you've got 7. You got Cincinnati at Kansas City. Kansas City
Very
desperately needs this
interesting game
game.
here.
But Bengals are actually doing pretty good. I really want to pick the Bengals to win this game, but I think Kansas City will take care of this at home. They're not going to want to drop another one, so I'm going Kansas City 24-22. What do you got?
I just got to check one stat before I pick this game, but I have the Bengals. My instinct is to take the Bengals here. Um,
What
let me
score?
check. Let me check one thing real quick.
Okay. While you do that, the next game is Green Bay at Minnesota. There are no Monday night games, being that this is New Year's Day. Well, again, this is New Year's Eve.
Real quick, Miss Fins. Bengals. I'll take Bengals 22 to 20. 22 to 20.
Got it. Thank you for that. Green Bay at Minnesota, Sunday night game. It is New Year's Eve. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of people there. And the game will probably finish close to 11 o'clock. So they'll have just a little bit of time to celebrate, probably in the stadium or the stadium parking lot. And this one, I'm going Vikings. I think the defense is gonna carry them over. And I think this is gonna be a very defensive game. I'm going Vikings 28, Green Bay 24. What do you have?
Um, yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings as well. Uh, we'll go 30-17.
Oh, yeah. And then obviously, ladies and gentlemen, the game of the week, the best game in this entire week. There's no other game better than Dolphins uh, at Baltimore. There is no bigger game than Dolphins at Baltimore. I'm telling you, the Dolphins have the three best games in the last 3 seasons, in the last 3 weeks. Dolphins Cowboys, higher rated game this America's game of the week the entire years, even since last year. Since 1995 is the highest. 31.5 million people watched that Dolphins game, and it was in the middle of the day. This again 1 o'clock game will be nationally televised. 90% of the country is getting this particular game. So if you're not in market, you will be getting this game unless you're in one of them other little markets that already got a game. Everybody else is getting the Dolphins Ravens game. This is a potential AFC championship game. And this is going to be for seeding. This game right here is for the number one seed. Either Baltimore will retain the number one overall AFC seed, or Dolphins will take it from them. Period. This is for the number one seed in the conference and a first round bye. So a lot is at stake for both teams. And because of that, both teams are going to come out swinging. And if I'm going to be honest with you, Baltimore's winning this game. And I'm not kidding. I'll give you guys my full prediction on Friday. But I'm gonna explain to you why I have Baltimore winning this game. Who do you got?
Let's see here. The matchup predictor has the Ravens with a 55.6 probability to win, Miami with a 44% probability. Dolphins are getting 3.5 as underdogs. Over unders 47.5. 45 degrees. Cloudy. I think
Max and Chill,
that
where you been at?
I think that the
Where have you
Dolphins.
been at, sir? I'm disappointed.
I think while the
You got
Ravens are going to be
Baltimore?
able to, I think while the Ravens are going to be able to score points on our defense because of Lamar Jackson, it'll look bad all day. But I think that Miami's offense will have the ability to crack this Baltimore defense, and I'm going to go with a score of 27.
I told you I got Baltimore. I got Baltimore.
I'm going to go with a score of
Losing this
27,
game, people.
22, Miami Dolphins.
Okay. Dolphins.
Now,
Yeah.
remember, I didn't
I
pick the
wasn't
game
kidding when I.
last week officially.
Oh, Message Chill says 31-28 Dolphins win. That's a good one. You
I
got
think we go
Baltimore? Yeah, I
3 and
got them
0.
losing.
I think we go 3 and
But
0 in our last three meetings.
this is gonna be, and I'm gonna drop you guys know I do my community questions that you guys actually participate in, and man, I look how I really gonna get out of here once we're done. So we gotta do the impact players ASAP.
Obviously, the Dolphins defense has to stop Lamar. That's going to be the impact.
Yeah,
That- you know what I mean?
that's for me. Dolphins defense is Dolphins. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. As
Or
far
contain
as
Lamar.
far as us winning this game, this is going to be the biggest test for the Dolphins, mostly because of the type of offense we're facing. I'm not worried about their D. I'm not. It's weird. I know what defense we have versus their offense. I shouldn't be worried, and I'm not worried. But I know it's going to be a tall order for our defense. That's going to be our biggest challenge right there. As far as their defense stopping our offense, I think we have enough to be able to maneuver around their defense. It's gonna take another complete team, but honestly, I have to ask the offense to do more. The offense has to do more. Period. The
My
offense
1B
has
defense.
to do more.
My 1B defense is going to be the defense of the New England Patriots.
Oh my God, I gotta steal it too. That's different. I mean, I'll go that's a good one. I'm actually gonna go Detroit defense. I'm gonna go with Lions
That was
defense.
my first thought.
Lions are gonna have to go so ham in that defense.
So ham on CD Lamb.
So ham on CD Lamb, yeah, because we know that they can put up points. That's the problem with.
By the
It's the
way,
problem you have with Kyle.
every time a Dallas fan walked by in a Micah Parsons jersey the other day, we just started yelling, Cedric Wilson. It was hilarious.
That's funny. But yeah, no, I have the Dolphins winning this game. As far as points, honestly, I'm gonna go super homer here, 52-12, because I just want to be super
No,
homer,
you looking for that revenge game from a couple
super
years
revenge game.
ago?
Super revenge. This is the I'm your daddy revenge game
Oh wow, okay.
because it's not just we're
I
gonna
like the
beat
way
them.
you think.
It's we're gonna put such a stumping on them. I remember I gave you my super homer take, people. I'm gonna give you my regular me take on Friday when we do
You
the
mean when
game
you pick
preview.
the Ravens to win?
I picked the Ravens to lose, but yeah, I had to trick people, you know. And look, Master Chill came out of nowhere. I was in the cut, still listening. I appreciate you, Master Chill. I love it though because you were like, "You have Baltimore misfits." I'm disappointed. See, sometimes you gotta like throw things out there to see if people are paying attention or not. Clearly, Master Chill is on top of it because he really called me out on it real quick. I love it. I got Cowboys winning at home. I can't see them losing three in a row. We couldn't see 49ers do it and they did it. We couldn't see Philly do it and they didn't. Both of them were number one in their conference. Guess what? Cowboys were also number one in the conference. And I guess that must be an NFC thing because all three of them have lost two in a row at least. The other two, three in a row. Yeah, I see Cowboys losing three in a row. And hence why I pick the Lions. And the Lions, they're on a heater, man. They're on a heater. They truly believe. And with Dan Campbell, you can run through a wall. That's pretty much it, Color. Give me your QB and everybody else real quick. 'Cause I gotta literally once we end this
Oh,
puppy.
cute. I mean, Tua is going to have to absolutely be spot on deadly in everything he does.
Yep.
So I'll go with him. And then of
To
course I want to go with Durham Smythe as a tight end. We're gonna have
I
to
like
get him
that.
involved, and he's gonna have to continue his awesome catching ability.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, what do I got left? Running back, Joe
And wide
Mixon.
receiver.
I mean,
Why didn't I
Bengals
just?
are playing.
I should just pre-put Joe Mixon there.
Of course, I mean, especially since they have an important game this week, a tough game, and they're gonna need Joe Mixon to come through in order to win that. And then
I'm gonna
wide
go with
receiver.
Gesicki as my tight end for
That's
the
a good one. It's
Patriots.
not a bad one. It's
In the red zone, they're
not a
gonna need
bad
him
one
to
at
get
all.
2 tutties. They're gonna need him to get 2 tutties in that red zone versus the Bills at the Bills, and he
Uh,
definitely could win that.
and for wide receiver, I'm gonna have to say just about uh pull one out of the hat on the Kansas City Chiefs team, because that's the only way they're gonna win is if they get some kind of. And when I
Who do they
say
have? Tony,
and when I
Kadarius
say
Tony.
impactful, Miss Fins, the bar is so low for a wide receiver on the Chiefs to make an impact that you have to pick one of them here because
Yeah,
the
Kadarius
bar
Tony.
is so low. So I'm going to go
Yeah,
Mecole Hardman if he's still even with them.
is Miko Harmon still
I'm
with
just
us?
kidding.
He has Kadarius Tony. Is the only one I can remember as. Oh, Sky Moore.
Sky Moore, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to go Amon Ra St. Brown. Easy one.
Okay. I like
Is
that.
that all my players?
Yep. As my wide receiver. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough, man. Uh Dang it, you picked a good one because they just lost TJ Hawkinson over there for the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
So
You can pick their second wide receiver because he's going to have to clean up that slack.
he's gonna have to. But no, that's fine. I'm gonna stick with you know
There's
what?
always Christian Kirk.
He's hurt. He's out for the season.
Right.
That's one of the major reasons why Kansas City. I mean, Jacks are having an issue. No, I'm gonna go
Amari
with
Cooper,
Kenny Pickens. Kenny Pickens, not
right?
Penny
That's a
Pickens.
good one, but there's also Amari Cooper, who, man, 256 yards last week or 265 yards last week.
Yeah,
Last
I'm
week.
gonna go Pickens out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Pickens
it's
out of
rare that
Pitt.
a wide receiver gets two performances like that in a row,
Exactly, which is why I'm not even banking on that. And
unless
my
you're
running
Tyreek
back,
Hill.
at this point, this might sound really, really ridiculous, but somebody besides Mostert has to step up and have a bang up game. And I think that person has to be Wilson. So I'm gonna go with Jeff Wilson Jr. as our running back. Hopefully he does start and he does do it with us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's support those who do support the channel like Chef Two Man and Chef Two's Catering. If you're looking for a great chef to cater your next birthday, business, office party, and more with mouth-watering cakes, cookies, spice, and more, then go ahead and call Chef Chu at 786-804-8096. That's 786-804-8096, or via Facebook Messenger or Instagram at Chef Ju, Ju Catering, for more information. And mention Miss Phins to get 10% off your catering order, guys. Honestly, Color, this is gonna be a very interesting week. There's so many things that are gonna be ironed out by this week. So many teams are gonna be able to clinch. And right now, out of the AFC, only two teams have clinched the playoffs: Miami Dolphins and Baltimore Ravens. Out of the NFC, you have four teams that have clinched the playoffs. That is the 49ers, Eagles, Detroit Lions, and the Cowboys. Now they're missing the rest of them coming through. We'll see. It's going to be very interesting. And I'll tell you this: free Russell Wilson. Man, I love you so much, man. That was too cute. Russell Wilson, yes, ladies and gentlemen, got benched apparently because they're looking to restructure his contract, and he said nah. So he's benched. Wait. Well, we'll see what happens there. Color. Any last words? Anything
Which
else you
means
want to
they
say?
have no protection against injury, and that's why they don't want to take the chance. Things could get
Probably.
really bad for them if he gets injured.
Probably.
So,
Any
nope,
any anything you got for the fans?
nope. Other than to have a fantastic rest of your holiday, if there are still some things for you to celebrate in your given religion,
New
and of
Year's.
course New Year's Eve. I mean, you got New Year's Eve coming up,
New
and
Year's,
the New Year,
exactly. Gotta enjoy it. Gotta enjoy New
and
Year's. But
we'll list all our resolutions at some point, I'm sure.
yeah,
I
and
already know one of
also
mine.
too.
One of mine is to use a considerably far less volume of calories going forward in the new year, because wasting calories just ain't worth it.
Yeah. Also, too, ladies and gentlemen, right now we all know that the holiday season is tough time for everybody. We have a couple of our own who have had some major shift in their lives and lost some loved ones. And if you can, go ahead and reach out to them and give them your support. Really do appreciate it. That would be Chef Two. So if you reach out to him, giving some words of encouragement, keep them in your prayers. And also too, there is a GoFundMe page to assist in this difficult time. So if you guys can go ahead and reach out via Twitter, um, and and see whatever it is that you can, go ahead and assist. That would really help out in this
I
very,
was not
very tough
aware of that
time. So,
myself, Miss Finn. So
uh,
definitely prayers to Chef Jew.
yeah,
I am calling
it's
for prayers for Chef Jew.
absolutely. It's This is why I tell people everybody's welcome here. I need everybody to really be mindful of each other because it is we're all dealing with hard times, even if it looks like good times. Trust me. But go give him some words of encouragement on Twitter or Instagram if you're connected, and if you find his GoFundMe page, I believe is on Twitter. If you can spare a few dollars, I know it's tough in the holiday season, but if you can, go ahead and do so. Even if you were gonna donate to me, you can donate that to him so that him and his family can take care of that. That'll be greatly appreciated, guys. Shout out to all the members of the family and of the show. Thank you so much for coming through, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that really do keep it going for us. Man, you guys are the best. Again, guys, it is a new year. This is the last Wednesday of 2023, the year of Michael Jordan. So, if you guys want to, enjoy the rest. We still got, if you're in the East Coast, we still got an hour and a half left. Yeah, hour and a half left. Go enjoy, guys, and take care, everybody. We will catch you later. Again, this is League Wide Wednesday with myself, Mr. Color Commentary. Thank you, Color, again for another awesome week. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and bye-bye.